Something else that we forget as human beings is that we can fall for being negative and for being bad, but we forget to recall that we are also humans and we're not perfect, and we also sometimes can be hurtful towards others. And fill your cup until it overflows. My cup is still not full because I want to cement the relationship with myself a bit more. This year, I want to uh, try and do things that are intentional in making myself in touch with my emotions, my feelings, and all those things. What is wrong with dogs today? I don't know. My kids, they just happened to come and I started recording. So unfair. Money, money, money in a rich man's world. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you? Have you been? It's a new year. This is the second day of the year. I definitely didn't do anything yesterday because I wanted to rest, like I said in my previous vlog. I wanted to rest because I was tired from all the Christmas shenanigans. But here I am, ready to start this year. I'm happy. I wasn't feeling like waking up today to do anything, but then I told myself, even tomorrow, I won't feel like doing it, and the day after, and the week after, and the month after, I won't feel like doing anything. And sometimes the point of waking up is to do the things we don't like. Otherwise, why are you waking up? Anyways, here I am. I'm happy I woke up. I have been able to do a few things. Not a lot of things. Literally, the only thing that I've done for myself is make my bed and take a shower, of course, and have breakfast. But yeah, as we begin this year, I have maybe things that I would like to look at in terms of goals. These goals that I had set in 2023, and the thing is, I did not achieve all of my goals, but I'm not sad about it. I don't even feel bad. I'm actually proud of myself because I was able to achieve some of the things or some of the goals that I had set for myself. And here's the thing: when you're setting goals, it's not a guarantee that you're going to hit the targets on all of them, but the point is to at least give you a head start or something to work with when you're working, because it's never a good idea to work blindly, because what are you working for or what are you working towards? So yeah, so I'm looking at the goals that I set in 2023. I achieved most of them. No, not most of, yeah, actually most of them, and I'm happy. Yeah, so for 2024, of course, I have set myself some goals, and this is what I have. I do not want to share some of those goals because sharing things before I actually achieve them has come to bite me in the head a couple of times before, and I would like to train myself to actually do things without announcing. So if I achieve them, you'll see. If not, Well, you didn't know about it. Yes, but some of them that I can share is actually related to my content. I would like to create a content calendar or a content plan, not necessarily for a whole year, for maybe something like a month or 2 or 3 or 6. I don't know, just the much I can, so that that can help me follow up with my consistency. And apart from that, I also want to be able to focus on creativity more, not just creating and posting. Because I think I am beyond that. I am beyond just creating and posting. Right now, I want to be able to create with a purpose, create something that is um, creativity oriented, just something that has a purpose, not just anything. And yeah, I feel like content wise, that is something I want to work on. I want to work on those probably this week. But yeah, I hope I will be able to do that. I also want to focus more on getting disciplined, because it's discipline that's going to make me follow up on the plans that I make. And I hope that you do the same. I would want this year to be a year that we do not force ourselves to do things, but we are intentional about the things that we're doing. Because um, sometimes when I'm forcing myself to do something, I don't really do my best. But when I'm intentional, when I'm creating something intentionally, or when I'm doing something, not just creating, even when it comes to relationships and other things, and even money, I do. When you're intentional, you're even more willing or enthusiastic when you're doing things. But forcing yourself is like no. But then sometimes forcing yourself is necessary, because like today I didn't feel like doing this, but I had to force myself. But I had to force myself because sometimes laziness can be addictive, and that's exactly what we want to get out of. Because um years are going, I am just thinking about the big age I am about to turn this year. I'm not ready for it. I wasn't ready for it, but I'm not shocked, because I know, just never envisioned life like this. But anyway, we move regardless. So, content aside, I would also like to focus on knowing myself a bit more, and sharing parts of myself with you guys that are worth sharing, that are beautiful, that are, some of them are not very beautiful, because um, authenticity is not always perfect. Yeah, I think that's what makes sense. Authenticity is not always perfect. There's an ugly side to it, there's a beautiful side to it, but I feel like the beauty of it all is in just allowing yourself to be. And if there's things you would like to know about me in terms of maybe relationships, friendships, okay, relationships, yes, money, mental health, of course. Mental health is key, because that is something we need to normalize, like I said, and we need to keep talking about more, because it is something that affects us in our daily lives. And I would also like to train myself to calm down a little bit, because let me tell you guys, those of you that know me know I overthink everything. My mind is always active. There's always voices, not a voice telling me, voices, tabs open. So many things going on in my mind. Like before I started recording this video, let me tell you, I was writing things to talk about maybe in this video and the goals. Let me tell you, I just sat for a whole 30, if not 40 minutes, looking outside, listening to music, thinking about nothing. And it wasn't nothing. I had thoughts. They say that a person who has nothing, who thinks all the time, has nothing to think about but thoughts. So yeah, it's not always nothing. But I don't feel bad about it, because it helps me quite a lot. Because it helps me not to get caught by surprise when things happen. Like, I'm not the kind of person you can catch me by surprise easily, because I had already thought about it. I promise you, I think about everything, every single scenario, both positive and negative, and then wait for things to pan out the way they want. And I won't be surprised. It's not a bad thing. This is just something that happens when there isn't clarity in things around you, be it conversations, um, friendships, relationships, money, anything. But overthinking is not a problem. The problem is maybe overdoing it. Because sometimes you overthink too much, but you don't act on your thoughts. And that becomes a problem. That's exactly what I want to work on this year. Because I think all the time, but I feel like I don't know what holds me back. Maybe fear. I think so, because sometimes I'm also thinking about the fear. I also want to surround myself with people who don't think that my overthinking is a problem. Because I've been around people who think my overthinking is a problem, and it really breaks my heart because for me to get to a point where I'm overthinking, it's not coming from nowhere, especially when it comes to things that involve others. It's not coming from nowhere. It sometimes comes from a place where I have been disappointed before. So for me to think you would do it again, it's not really my fault. It sometimes comes from a place where I have been judged wrongly. It sometimes comes from a place where, what is wrong with dogs today? I don't know. My kids, they just happened to come and I started recording. So unfair. Someone should give them some food. I hope so. But anyway, but yeah, I do not want to accommodate people who think overthinking is a problem, depression is a problem. It is a problem, but not in a critical in a way that should be criticized. It should be a problem that should be solved. Like people need to find solutions and not criticize. It's like complaining without solution, saying you're just overthinking. But then why am I overthinking? Or you shouldn't be depressed. So what should I do about it? Exactly. So, and I think we should apply that in all aspects of our lives. Don't accommodate positivity because anything you accommodate is going to be your life. If you accommodate negativity, that's all you're going to experience. Negativity, that's all. That's the kind of people you're going to meet. Negative people. And I hear a lot of people say that you attract what you are, but I don't think you attract what you are. You accommodate things and then they become you. Because there's the theory of the red car that people say if you start thinking about red cars, all you're going to see on the road is red cars. Not entirely, but you'll see a lot of red cars. So if you all you think about is negativity, even the algorithm for social media will bring you negative things. If all you think about is bad people, hateful people, that's all you're going to experience. And I don't think that's something I want for myself. I want positivity, joy, happiness, light, just good things. And I don't mean that negative things are not going to be there, but it's just how we handle them and how to maneuver around them. So yeah, I hope that makes sense to you. Financially, I don't have much to say when it comes to finances at the moment, but one thing is you need, or everybody needs, or I need to forge or to study my relationship with money because we all have different relationships with money. I know for a fact that I love money. I do love money, and I know that the people around me love money as well. And it's not a crime, it's not a sin. But like I said, you only attract things that you think about. If you see money in a negative light, I feel like that's what's going to happen. But if you see money in a positive light, something that's come to maybe make your life manageable or convenient. Yeah, I feel like so. When it comes to maybe building yourself financially, I could talk about investing, but I'm not really in a position to talk about investing that much because I don't have much to show for it. But that doesn't mean I haven't thought about it, because I feel like investing is something that you do with a plan. You don't just do blindly. So I guess those are some of the things that I want to get into this year, because it's one thing to talk about it, and it's something to actually act on my thoughts or your thoughts. But yeah, don't make decisions about money if you haven't done any research on your own. Even if I have advised you, don't allow yourself to make decisions if you haven't researched, because you cannot blame me, you will not blame anyone. You need to do that, your due diligence, research, read, watch videos. There's so much material online that you could find on money. Please look into it and then make informed decisions based on what you've read or what you've heard. Yeah, but then don't be, what is it called, don't be closed-minded when people talk to you about money, because people have different tips they could share that you didn't know. And you don't know if something really works if you haven't tried it. So do your research before you try something, and then yeah, act on what works best for you. I just talked for a whole 10 minutes and my phone stopped recording and I didn't know. But anyway, I wanted to maybe say a few things when it comes to relationships. Personally, I'm not in a relationship. No, I'm in a very loving relationship with myself. I am working on making that even better. I just learned, not very recently, but maybe last year. Yeah, last year, the beginning of last year, at around the yeah, I just learned last year that I cannot be able to be in a relationship with someone and love them fully if I don't know what it means to love me. I cannot know what love is if I don't know, if I haven't experienced it, especially for myself. And at the moment, I feel like that's what I want to work on a bit more. I don't think I want to be in a relationship with someone else. This, I'm talking about a romantic relationship. I do not feel like I want to be in a romantic relationship with someone else because I feel like I'm not yet ready. And essentially, you're never really ready, but sometimes you feel like, yeah, right now I feel like I have something to give someone because I have something for myself. But a lot of people say that fill your cup until it overflows. My cup is still not full because I want to cement the relationship with myself a bit more. This year, I want to uh, try and do things that are intentional in making myself in touch with my emotions, my feelings, and all those things. Of course, I went celibate last year. No, not last year, but in 2022. Yeah, that's when I went celibate. I decided that I do not want short term gratification. It's not really beneficial. It just takes you on a high, and then that high just goes away once you're done with someone. It's not really beneficial. And also, I I'm in the process. How do I put it? Giving myself to people sometimes can be beneficial to other people but detrimental to me, and I am focusing more on protecting my energy, my love, my feelings, because I have so much to give. I feel like I have so much to give, but then I do not get the same in return, and it can be very draining to me, and that's exactly what I want to protect myself from. And I feel like some of the things that are making me feel like I am not ready is because I still have some financial plans that I need to work on to be able to feel like I can be in the right spaces to meet the right kind of people. I feel like, of course, emotionally, I'm not yet healed. And healing, as they say, is a journey. Sometimes you don't completely heal, but sometimes you need to meet someone so that they can trigger the parts of you that maybe weren't really healed. And but I'm not really ready for that now. Maybe in future, but as of now, I just want to focus on loving myself, showing myself love, through self care, growing myself financially, mentally, spiritually. Yeah, and just being in touch with myself because it's the only way I can actually give back. So I know a lot of people may feel like I shut down, but sometimes for me, well, a person like me, the only way for me to uh, be able to be my normal self around people is when I withdraw and just regroup. Sometimes that doesn't work so well when I'm around people because, yeah, like I said, I overthink a lot, and overthinking can sometimes be really bad. It can really spiral things, and it's good to protect yourself when you know things can go from bad to worse or worse to worst. But yeah, when it comes to um platonic relationships, I'm also very protective over the kind of people I allow into my space. I feel like at the moment I do have friends that I've known for years, and those friends, they work for me. I do not mind making new friends, but at this age, friendships need to be intentional. I recently met someone, we tried to become friends, but friendships don't really work when boundaries are overstepped unless you're a people pleaser and if you're with a person who takes advantage of your people pleasing tendencies, that's not really your friend. And sometimes a lot of people, myself included, talk about cutting people off that are not beneficial to you. And I support that 100% because if you continue to accommodate people that are not valuable to you, valuable to your cause, they will continue to drain you, they continue to take from you, not adding anything. And you keep being stuck in the same place, not moving, and you wonder why. Sometimes you even move backwards and it's not beneficial to you. So I am for the idea that you should only accommodate people that work for you and the other way around. Because something else that we forget as human beings is that we cut people off for being negative and for being bad, but we forget to recall that we are also humans and we're not perfect, and we also sometimes can be hurtful towards others. And it's also always good to ask yourself, have you always been a good friend? Have you been a good person? Have you been a good partner to other people? Not just calling out people for being bad, but you're also not able to call yourself out. And I feel like real growth comes from being ready to be called out, because it's in knowing your mistakes that you can actually work on them or act on them. Because everybody will always have feedback, and it's up to you to listen, not to come up in arms defending yourself or be defending your hurtfulness or your bad behavior. Because how does it help you? You don't really grow, you just stay as the same person, and then you keep saying that people changed. No, people don't really change. You're the one sometimes who doesn't give room for change, because people have to change. One thing we need to accept is that change is inevitable. So don't be stuck in people's past, not even your own past. And yeah, find a way to move. And actually, something else, I can give you a quote that I read somewhere is that avoid people who keep holding you to the standards of who you are in the past, because such people will never allow you to grow, because the past served them well, and your future or the person you want to become in the future will not serve them, so they will try to hold you back. Protect your peace, protect everything that is good for you. Yeah. One last thing that I would want to talk about is music. I know for a fact that my taste in music can be very, very different from the people that I surround myself with. My taste in music is very random. I listen to anything and everything at any time, as long as it it is pleasing to the ear. I will listen to it. Sometimes I listen to songs for lyrics. Sometimes I listen to songs for the instruments or the beats. Sometimes I listen to just to watch, sometimes even the music video or the artists. But of course, every year, at the beginning of every year, I purpose to discover new music. It can be through people, it can be through just research, because I create my own playlists on Spotify. Not that much, but yeah, I try to. But this year, as the year is beginning, towards the end of last year, I discovered a genre called Old Money Playlist, and this is the kind of music that you will find on Instagram Reels. And then when you listen, but you see, Reels are very just a snippet of the song, but when you listen to a full song, it's when you realize it's a masterpiece or something very good. I don't know why my phone keeps stop recording. I don't understand, because it's no space, it's not anything. Anyway, like as I was saying, I discovered all the money playlists. It's very soulful music, calming, nice. And then there's also Kenyan music that is very, very good at this point in life or in this era. I feel like people who say they don't like Kenyan music because it's not good or Kenyan artists are not good, they're just looking for attention or just conversation around that topic. Because are you even looking? Because there's so much Kenyan music that is really, really good. You just don't know where to find it. And if you don't know where to find it, it's because you're not looking, because it's everywhere. And the Kenyan artists are really outdoing themselves when it comes to music. And I feel like you need to put yourself in a position to find this good music, because I don't understand this thing of supporting other artists from different parts of the world, but then in the same breath use that to put Kenyan artists down. No, don't do that. If you don't like Kenyan music, that's fine, but it's your fault that you don't know. It's your fault that you don't discover good Kenyan music. This is literally a deja vu. I have had this moment before. Exactly what I've said, even anyway. But yeah, let's discover new music together. I will be sharing some of the new music that I discovered, some of the new artists, and I hope you do the same. Feel free to share with me, because I love discovering new music. I'm not a genre addict. I'm an adventurous person when it comes to music. My playlist will not be the same this month. Or my playlist for next month will not be the same one as this month. I will be on a different kind of vibe, and that works for me. And I hope do not confine yourself to one genre or some artist. Just open yourself up to listening to new sounds, because there's so much music being created every single day. It's up to you. It's up to you to find something that's good and enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for being for watching this video up to the end. And I do hope that as we begin this year, we end we grow together, we discover new things together, we basically become the best version of ourselves, if not better. And adios. Thank you so much for being here. See you in the next video, and I love you.